Roy?
I want to... No.
Mr. Temperance, I'm Devotion. General Honor Grant sent me. He'd like to talk to you.
Strange kind of invitation, seeing how they're looking for me.
I thought I had observed all the formalities. Please forgive me. If you fear for your life, please understand that the General does not currently wish you any harm.
Now that's a relief. Are you sure you're normal?
I believe so. On the other hand, I'm only following the orders I've been given. Given your current situation, I suggest you go to him through the Tyrville Underground.
You sure got the right name, don't you? Devoted and calm as they come. Yeah, all right.
And me? Am I invited to...
I think you can come too. We didn't know Mr. Temperance had a companion. That explains why the invitation didn't mention you. Please forgive...
I think I'd like to go too.
Okay, let's go together then.
The General's waiting for you in his quarters.
Roy, you shouldn't let your friend walk around dressed like that. She sticks out a mile.
Don't be angry with him, madam. I wanted to remain like this.
Cute, but not all there, huh? What do you two want? I don't have anything more to propose you at the moment, honey.
Ah, it's my...
Later.
Roy, I guess.
So it's just the two of us.
We've been running out of volunteers since last time. One of us got killed. Anyway, the more we are, the more we draw attention. And Charity seems to think you're worth 10 men.
I hope I don't disappoint her. Sounds like it's not going to be a walk in the park.
Well, that's a whole lot of money we're transporting. I'll go and keep watch at the entrance of Tyrville. Just find me when you're ready.
How long have you been leading that kind of...
3 years, but I've been working with Charity for 7 years.
And you never felt like running off with the takings? Honesty?
The old joke about virtue names, huh? Just so you know, there actually are virtuous.
Of course, but you could have had other virtues than the ones you're named after, like pragmatism, unpredictability.
These aren't virtue.
Well, I don't agree. Still, it sure is refreshing to travel with someone like you. No need to wait any longer.
Very well, I'll go now. Don't be too long to join me. I'll be exposed out.
Hi, what can I do?
Later.
again. I didn't sell nothing to any kids, I promise.
I hope not. Though that's not really my problem anymore. I came to see you.
Okay, I'm listening.
Good. So tell me, Serenity, do you sell EBL?
Sometimes. Just a warning, though. It's real expensive. And don't go asking for no discount. You ain't exact...
Ouch. You hurt me. Truly. But I'll forgive you if you tell me who you sell it.
Ha! I got a business to run, dude. I ain't ratting about nobody. Especially about those with that much serum to...
And you know that your business has a lot better chance of surviving today's depression if you give me whatever. Nobody will know where it comes from. So you can keep exploiting the misery.
Shit, give me a fucking break. All right, but spare me the sop anyway. First off, you can forget about names. I got no idea. They ain't from around here.
That's something, for starters. Keep going.
All right, so... The first one's quite a weirdo, if you ask me. But hey, he doesn't talk much. But honestly, I prefer it that way. Other than that, he dresses cat...
Okay, and the other?
All right. The other guy's got dark hair. Kind of serious looking, and always dresses real good.
And if they're not from here, you know where they come from?
Well, the thing about customers like that is, less you know, better it is. The second guy came by a few days ago. Took a bit of everything I had, same as always. I kind of picture him somewhere in a...
I can always go check it out. Thanks for the info. I'll let you get back.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, Roy. Lose something?
I found this coin. Can you tell me anything about it?
Apart from the fact it's the work of an amateur, this thing comes from a workshop, that's for sure. And if you find him, make sure you break his fingers. Nobody should be allowed to make something that...
Thanks. I guess I'll go looking for another workshop.
I don't know everything in the city. There's a guy at the edge of the slums, but he's been in the business so long.
I can always go check it out. Thanks for the info. leave this city pretty quick.
Yes, what do you want?
The name's Roy. Roy Temperance. I have a meeting with General Honor Gray.
Yes, you can enter.
Hi. You're expecting me, I think.
I am. Good to meet you.
Really? Mind telling me what you want from me?
I have heard you are being hunted as a renegade. Rest assured, I have no intention of giving you up to the sword. To be perfectly frank, I'll admit I'm not very fond of them. And they feel the same way. But I'm high enough up the ranks that they can't do much against me. Or those who work.
Ah, I think I'm starting to see what you...
All right, listen. I'm trying to understand how they got so powerful. I am worried. So I decided to... You already know Devotion. She's my eyes and sometimes my hand. I'd like you to join her in the group. But I'm sure you...
I have one. You say you never liked technomancers, yet you ask Roy for...
I know how to tell the difference between the technomancers from the Source and a renegade, girl. And even if you obviously have the same skills and are a bit disturbed, neither of you will find the Source and reveal the existence of my little group. And both your skills and knowledge of the enemy. More questions?
You're in the government, you work with the technomancers, and you're best friends with your... Why in hell would I join a group under the thumb of corrupt and...
General, let me make him eat his work.
No, Devotion. It's a good question. I put up with the technomancers and their madness more than I work with them. As for... I suppose you're referring to the disappearances in the militia. That is their work, not mine. Even if I can understand... And as for the corruption, I think you're mistaken. I'm no saint, but I can say that today I am the only defense left against the Technomancer's coup. You're being hunted, tracked by the Technomancers, as you know. If you have my protection, they'll have to...
I know you're a friend of wisdom. This group kind of looks like treason.
You are mistaken. It is, on the contrary, my duty to protect my friend and Dowser from what threatens him. In this case, the Technomancers. I don't know how they've managed to convince him to give them so much power. Just like me, he knows that you are. That's why they didn't have that much power before. But they are gaining strength, and I have to protect Aurora and Wisdom.
And Devotion? You make her sound like your crony. Who are you exactly, anyway?
The General told you, I am his eyes and hands when there must be killing.
You can trust her as much as me, as long as you don't betray me.
Why not help the Resistance if you want to go against the Technomancers? After all, they have pretty much the...
Not really. I know they hate the Technomancers as much as I do. But they are idealists, and they want to change society. Power to the people. Allow me to tell you that that is as credible and inoffensive as what we are faced with from your former colleagues. Chaos. And I did not win the war against Abundance to see my guild devoured so soon after my victory. Those people may have good intentions, but they're dangerous.
I'm sure you understand it's not the kind of decision you make just like that. I need time to think.
I understand. And I have to admit that I find that reassuring in a way. You deserve your name more than it would appear. Temperance. I'll get back to you in a while.
Thanks. I'm going in that case.
Goodbye, Roy. But don't forget, if you have even the slightest feeling for Aurora, I am its last defender.
So, back in business?
And how? Thanks to you. If I can do anything for you, just let me know.
Well, now that you mention it, I found this coin, and I figured someone like you might be able to tell me a bit more about it.
Well, you got that right. I made it. Where'd you find it?
You make a lot of them?
No, only on order. Time to time, I get an order by mail, and I deliver the package to an address they gave me.
What's the address?
Well, it's in the suburbs, but hang on. I'll look in my register and write down the exact... But you know, there's no real point going out of your way for that. At worst, the guy'll order more coins off of me.
That's kind of what I don't want to see happen. Thanks for the address. Later.
All right, for the route, you have to follow my indications. No way I'll let you... So, are you ready?
Just give me...
Damn it, hurry! All right, for the route... So,
I'll either...
I follow you. Stay on your guard, though. I think I already spotted one bandit while waiting for... That's past the door in front of us. Get that bastard moving! There, on the far left now.
Looks like I'll have to bring that money to the bank on my own.
There, on the far left now.
Hard to believe nobody ever tried to steal that serum.
No one said it never happened.
So tell me the story.
3 years ago, before I took over, the 4 guys in charge of transporting this... So Charity hired a mercenary, one of the Tenacity. He never brought back all the serum, but he sure brought back the 4 heads in a disgusting bag. Man, did it stink.
So, how much do you care?
I hope you're not considering what I think you...
I'm not sure I like your tone. I might just take that serum.
You fucking...
Oh, please. Come on, don't make such a big... All right, getting rich was the easy part. Now I get to bullshit Charity about it.
I didn't expect you to betray your friend and kill a man for some serum, Master.
Charity knows me better than that, and she owes me more than a pack of serum. Hard to believe nobody ever...
No.
So just asking.
I'd never do that to Charity. She's a good... If you're planning to cheat her, you'll have to do it over...
Let's move.
The guy should be somewhere on the far right. There we are. Here, sir. Into Charity's account.
Very well. My. Now that's a sum. Here.
Thank you. And thank you, Roy. I doubt I would have made it without you. I'll bring the receipt to Charity. I'll see you there, man.
All right, later.
Hi, you want some?
I wanted to know if you've ever seen the girl in this pic.
Let me see. No, but I wish I had. Who would have glad...
Uh-huh. Too bad.
I'm not sure I understand.
Pretty simple. This woman was murdered, just like several others before her. And you're my primary suspect.
That's ridiculous. I don't even know her. Why would I do any harm to... And anyway, who the hell do you think you are accusing me like that? Some army officer? A bloody technomancer, maybe? Get lost.
Look, I know you're the only one buying EBL around here, and strangely enough, all the victims were stuffed with that shit.
What? I don't even know what that stuff is.
Also, witnesses saw you walking around with that woman in the streets of Tierville.
Bullshit. I don't know this drug. I don't know this woman. And you have no witness at all. Actually, you have absolutely nothing. Or you would have told the authorities already. Unless you have something to hide. Leave me alone.
I'm not going to spend hours explaining it. I'll just do it.
Yeah, right. And I'm just gonna let you, huh? Come on, shit stirrer. You'll regret talking out of...
Now that was fun. Well, what do we have here? A coin and some powder. Looks like someone was already back on the hunt.
There's good reason to believe this man is the one we were looking for. Your intuition was right, Master.
I cornered the killer. I doubt he'll do it.
Thank you, Roy. You're a sweetheart. If you, in the meantime, take this. My way of saying thanks for taking care of her.
Later.
Roy the Bruiser.
Surprise.
Tenacity.
I gotta admit, I wouldn't come to say hi if I wasn't getting paid above. A nice electric guy came and asked me to kill you. And you know me, I'm real obliging when I get paid.
If you think I'm just gonna let you take me out...
I was kind of hoping you'd give yourself up, actually. Because you see, poor Charity is locked up in there.
You can go fuck yourself. I know how you work. You'll kill her too, whatever happens.
Fuck, You're even better than I remembered. I must be starting to get rusty. I'm too...
You've known me for ages. Why'd you accept this job?
You know me too. I'm not the kind to do something for sentimental reasons. I was always a bastard. Just ask Charity. I must have had enough, but I'm always practical. And I don't feel like dying just yet. I broke that contract, and even if you decided...
You got yourself in it on your own.
It's true. Listen, I think the only way I can get out of this is...
You really think that after what you just did, I'm gonna hire you? Without mentioning how you're a jerk?
Keep dreaming. But you know I won't have a choice anyway. I'll have to stick to you like glue and take part in the fight. Now it's up to you, of course.
He's pretty disgusting and doesn't seem very honest, but I like the way he speaks. He says funny things.
Listen to the chick. She walks around half naked and it's like there's a meltdown going on between her ears. You already got a nutcase with you.
All right, but I don't really know why I'm doing this. Maybe because I don't want to become a bastard like you. But I swear, if you betray me, you're a dead man.
You're really a great guy, Roy. Gotta say. Let me get my shit together and I'm all... You ever get the impression that you're kind...
What do you mean?
All those guys you leave on the ground behind you, you know they get back up. Can you imagine the number of pissed off people who only want to get back at you?
I don't see the point in killing when you don't have to. You're living proof.
I guess I should shut up, right? And all that serum lost. Hero.
I wanted to know... You know Shadow Lair by heart, right?
I was born there, but I didn't always live there. Bounty hunters tend to get around a bit. But I've been back for a while. So, yeah, I guess I know the place better than you. It's a big pile of shit with gutless wonders living in it and run by Headgate. A charming little spot, my favorite. If you want, just ask me when we're in the neighborhood. I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why not? I may find out some stuff from you, and at least you'll make me laugh. I wanted... Can you tell me more about this new...
You know this place. I don't really know what to say. There's Charity's bar, and that's where you're sleeping. This is the poor part of town. Got lots of mutants, but there's worse. Just go to the slum. But I gotta admit, it's got character, and you can lose a tail easier.
How'd you become a bounty?
It's a long story, but basically I didn't have much choice. I was living in Shadow Lair at the time, had some problems, had to get out. I started working for a guy, a real bastard, to be honest. But he respected me and vice versa. One day he got shot and they tried to make me take the fall. I didn't have a choice. I had to go find the guys. That's how I started.
I wanted to know... What do you know about the guy who hired you?
Another guy with a ridiculous name. Generosity, I think. Yeah, right. He looks as generous as a good kick in the ass. And he comes across all lit up, too, like a war windmill. They said he's pretty high up in the source. Probably didn't make the decision on his own, like always with these inbreeds. You can bet the whole guild wants your head. And the bounty was high. Real sad.
What do you regret? The bounty? Or the fact that my head's still on my shoulder?
The bounty? Nice amount of cash, you know. They must have kept it somewhere for when I showed back up. If we could get our hand...
I don't see how you expect to stumble across it, unless you want to go straight to the source.
No thanks. I saw enough guys with batteries shoved up their ass for a lifetime, I think.
What do you think about the Resistance?
Dreamers completely disconnected from the real world. People who are doing everything to change the world but don't understand they might just destroy it. Figure they're dangerous in their way. Bunch of freaks who think they know the real truth. Fucking extremists that gotta be real bitter because they weren't born with power.
What do you think of Honor Grant?
Our national hero? Want my opinion? I can't say I really know him, but the idea that if he could have taken over at the top from his buddy, he'd have done it. That guy can pretend he's as straight as an arrow, the paragon of virtue and all that shit. But he's just like everyone else. He just wants power.
There's something else. Later.
And I knew that scumbag when I was a kid. He always was
I wasn't about to lose my best source of information.
Don't be so cynical. You're a good man, Roy. I got nothing.
Yeah, all right.
Roy, looks like you're...
Always a pleasure.
Of course.
We had some company, but everything went fine.
Honesty told me everything. He's not easily impressed, you know. But it sure's... I think they will think twice before they try to attack us again. Here, you sure as hell deserve... I don't have anything more to propose you at the moment, honey. You already helped me a lot.
You said to drop by. You'd give me some.
Yeah, it's true. Knowing that son of a bitch tenacity, I'd still be there. Here, listen. While we're on the subject, the kid, Innocence, came by while I was... out. He told the bouncer the Resistance is getting a major strike ready on a train. He'll want you with him. It's a Technomancer convoy, if I understood right. You should maybe find out some more. It could be... Roy.
Always.
Of course. I don't...
Ah, it's my...
Later. Hi. What was... I got it. You heard it. Hi. Show me.
Get that bastard, folks!
Your wife's murderer.
You got him? I wish... Thank you. Thank you for all you did for... Take this. It's not much, but we've never been right.
Thanks, but no need. I believe the days to come will be hard enough for you without it.
That's very generous of you. Why do you worry so much about that child? Is he your apprentice?
No, I met him in the camp. He was lost and in real trouble. We escaped together. I guess that made us get closer to each other.
I see. Even if I don't really understand why you're doing all this for him. You're taking a lot of risks just for someone you escaped with. Are you sleeping with him?
Mary, not every human relationship is about sleeping with people. You can appreciate someone without doing that, especially with a kid.
Does that mean no?
Fuck yeah, that means no.
Roy?
You still don't want to talk to me about your...
I'm sorry, Roy. I promise that when it feels right, and I've had time to sort it out, I'll tell you my...
I want to tell you... No, let's...
Roy? Can I...
I want to... No. Hey.
Hi.
Yes? I heard the Resistance is planning to attack a Technomancer convoy. You know if the kid who was with me the other day is with them?
You know, I don't actually follow their every move with bated breath. But seems to me he actually was with them, yeah. They said something about freeing prisoners.
The kid must have thought his parents might be in there. But it reeks of a suicide operation.
Wasn't supposed to overhear their discussion. But I know where the attack took place. I can take you there. I owe you.
I got something I gotta deal with first. Hey.
Hi.
I heard the... You know... All right.
looked after prisoner transport. How did the boy get mixed up in all that?
The Technomancers gained power at the end of the war. Now the right question is, what aren't they involved in? As for why Innocence does what he does, he's trying to understand what happened to his parents, and he's also pretty idealistic. He believes in the Resistance.
How can you believe in people who don't even have any special powers? He's gotta be really naive.
Maybe. And he thinks more than he believes in their ideas.
Their ideas are obviously dangerous and make trouble.
Got one. Roy! Hey!
Innocence! Innocence! Innocence!
Shit, Charity. It was a disaster. The kid was arrested.
I'm sorry, Roy. He seemed like a real nice kid, really. The attack was stupid, but I already knew it didn't work.
You got a lot of good information, apparently.
Some young person came here to hide just after. Judy. She told me what happened. And there's also someone sniffing around your place. A girl works for the General.
That'd be Devotion. She's his right-hand man, armed, from what I understand.
My poor Roy. You have to decide. You're going to need allies if you want to help the boy. And scenes I doubt the Resistance can put up with honor and vice versa. You should go talk to the two women. See what they suggest.
The lady's right, Roy. We need allies. Especially with all these people after us.
The lady's always right, Sugar. Go find the two girls. You'll see what they have to say. Roy, looks like...
Oh,
Of course. I don't have...
Roy! I'm happy to see you.
like you needed Innocent.
Please, hear me out. You can't imagine how sorry I am about... I think maybe we can help him escape when they decide to execute him. With your help, I'm sure we can do... Marco didn't welcome you right, and he's still suspicious of you. But he's not the only one who makes decisions around here. We'll leave for Green Hope as soon as we free him. We hope we can weaken the...
That girl looks like she really believes what she's saying. But who is she?
That's Judy, one of the leaders of the Resistance. They're the people who are fighting against the politics here, and especially against the omnipotence of the Technoman.
But you're one, and so am I. Do they hate us? Maybe we should say no.
I swear that won't happen. You're not like the ones who rule us. We're crushing the people.
What do you do exactly?
We fight against the corrupt Aurora government. A government that doesn't hesitate, a government that oppresses the people and leaves all the decisions in the hands of the Technoman. We're fighting to change all that. To restore freedom and we'll free innocence and go to Green Hope to ruin those
Let me have a bit more time.
All right, but think fast. I don't think they'll wait long before they execute him.
Greetings, Mr. Temperance. I've been ordered to see if you've thought things over.
It's not really a good time. What am I...
We know. So the General has a proposal for you. He can save the young man if you decide to work for him. The Technomancers aren't strong enough yet to counter his decisions. Join us and he'll live. On the other hand, I have to warn you that after saving him, we'll have to leave Shadow Lair for a mission in Green Hope.
That's an interesting... Can you remind me what it's all about again?
The General wants you to join the group he wants to put together to stop the Technomancers from getting more power. In exchange for your help, and in particular for your participation in what he wants to do with Green Hope, he'll have the...
It's a big...
All right, come back and see me when you've made up...
Hey, Roy.
I wanted... There's... Later.
Roy? Can I do...
I wanted... No.
Have you decided? Are
join you if you do every...
Thank you, Roy. Here, Innocence left his diary. There must be a way to stop them. We've got to get him out of there.
Judy, we tried everything. We even thought about an all-out attack, but look at that. Those bastards have a machine gun. They must know we're here.
We can't just stand here.
We never thought they'd bring out something like that. The second we get in the yard, we're dead meat. That's exactly what they're expecting. I'm sorry.
Oh, lend us an ear, boys, lend us an ear to the whispers of dead who've been wronged. Oh, lend us a tear, girls, lend us a tear. We're the last to give voice to their song. The walls of Aurora, like drums stretched before us, we rise to their glorious beat. So pick up your blades and sharpen your courage until they know defeat.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which Judy's given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. Because even if he's dead, a hero and a martyr, the story is far. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he started. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me stopping this, nor that Mary and Tenacity were with me. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of a because even if he's dead, a hero and a martyr, the story is far. We're here. Green Hope. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. The dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here, what a miserable place. The name hardly
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Lots of people died here, taking it or defending it. It was a real But we can't stay here. Marco's waiting for us in the eastern part of the town. Roy, I can't get Innocence's last, but I'm sorry. I know you've got more on your mind than my feeling.
I wanted to know, what's Marco's problem?
Marco lost his family in the Technomancer's jail, like all of us. He doesn't forgive easily, and basically for him, all Techno...
If you want my opinion, it's mostly because he's completely paranoid, and he's scared of losing his place as head of the Resistance.
If that's what you think, why ask?
You're not like him. You get along.
It's true we don't always agree on things, but we do have the same vision, Roy. And that...
Were you ever in...
Because I'm a woman and he's a man, you don't think we can share a vision? Get real. We've never slept together. To be honest, he's not my type.
I basically wanted to know if I...
Straight to the point. Just remember, Marco's nowhere. But if you're asking if I'm single, well, yes.
There's nobody. I never really had the chance to meet someone since
I should have guessed. My word. No, forget it.
How did you become part of the Resistance?
I didn't get here by chance, anyway. It was a choice. My choice. When I got back from the war, I saw what was going on here. I got together with my former war buddies, who were as angry as me, and we made ourselves a... Then Marco got in touch with us, so we could join forces.
So you started a cell on your own? That takes...
Thank you, Roy. But in fact, I couldn't do anything else. I would have gone crazy if I didn't do...
What is the Resistance real?
At first, we were just about fighting a government that had betrayed its own by assassinating the militia. But later, other ideas started popping. There was especially the fact that the people should be able to choose their dowser and representatives, so crimes like that would never happen again. They say that on Earth.
Seems almost crazy, but it's a beautiful idea. With regularly elected representatives, the people would be sure to gain more freedom.
And imagine how things would change. No more bosses on one side, proletariat on the other. There would only be responsible citizens. Roy, together we can unseat the tyranny of the Dowser's dictatorship and create a new society. You shouldn't get me started. You'll never shut me up now. Let's talk about...
He wasn't with you long, but I'd like you to tell me what he did while he was here.
I'd love to. Right at the start, Marco asked him to carry messages. Sounds easy, but it can be... He did really well. He got fake IDs to groups being hunted by the Technomancers, couriered authorizations, and even resistance.
What else did he do?
Marco ended up trusting him and recognized his bravery. He asked him to infiltrate the military base. We needed to contact certain soldiers without being... And he's how we learned about the train, too. Even if I almost regret it. I really liked him, Roy. He was both fragile and full of strength. He wore his name well, which is not something...
Thanks for telling me all that, Judy. It's good to hear what he did with you and that he was among... Where do you come from?
I was born in Valombre. Ever been there? It's a pretty small city. Life's good there. I came to Shadowlair to join up. I stayed here a bit, long enough to learn how to use a weapon, and then I went to the front. Since I got back, I've gotten to know the place.
You like this place?
To be perfectly honest, I went into shock when I first got here. The social disparities are way different from back home. But in the end, I understood that Shadowlair is a fantastic melting pot.
You said you were in the war.
Yeah, I wanted to enlist. I didn't just want to stay in Valombre with everyone else fighting. So I figured I'd become a soldier too, to defend Aurora.
What corps were you in?
I was in the Rangers, and I got lucky. Lots of us got taken prisoner real early. But I trained hard, and I was pretty good at it. So I only got back to Shadowlair after the fighting was over. Pretty much about the time of the Battle of... I would have been sent out again, I figure, if Abundance hadn't asked for the ceasefire.
I fought on a few different shadow lines as a grunt. Nothing special. The war and all its shit.
But with skills like yours, you could have been a lot more, couldn't you? And I guess you wanted to keep a low...
What do you think of our death?
To be honest, during the war, he was my hero. He was incredible, an amazing strategist, and he gave us hope when we thought we were... The time he made us so many promises. Then he went and broke them all. I really thought he was going to give the people more freedom. That's why we fought so... All that, to take out the militia as soon as we got back from the front. It killed me. Now I hate it.
I understand completely. Even if I was in camp when he became the Dowser, I felt the hope he brought, and I saw the despair when I got back.
Thank you, Roy. That's it exactly. But let's change the subject. This is depressing. I'm glad we see things the same way when it...
What do you mean?
We don't need to kill the ones we fight and beat.
Life on Mars is too precious to kill everyone who comes looking for trouble. How can you make things better with a...
There's that, too.
I wanted to... Did you ever go?
No. During the war, I wasn't in the sector. Before, well, that was a bun.
I wanted to...
Yes?
I never met a woman like...
I wasn't expecting that. But what are you telling me then?
That's what I think, that's all.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
I wanted to